Hello students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In today's video, we are going to discuss about an article that has come warning India to keep an eye out on Bangladesh also in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor and Pakistan's continuous strike by drone across the India's border. Now, our former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee has rightly said that you can change your friends but not your neighbor. Now, in this context, it seems that unfortunately, as of now, India is surrounded by the enemies and adversaries on all the sides, at least as far as the land border is concerned. So let us try to understand that how Bangladesh seems to be posing a threat and challenge to the internal security of India. We know that if you take a look at the brief history and the background of Bangladesh, Bangladesh came into existence somewhere in the year 1971 after Indian forces fought valiantly for ensuring independence and what you can call as liberation of Bangladesh. However, in the last 54 years, it seems that Bangladesh is trying to revise history. It is trying to undo every good thing that has happened in its past. For example, the founding father of Bangladesh, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's statue was pulled down, it was desecrated and damaged by some people of the Bangladesh. It has become also not only internally Bangladesh is facing problems and disturbances, but after the ouster of Sheikh Hasina in the last year month of August, it seems that the country and the government of Bangladesh has become quite hostile to India. And it is ironical because it is the India which has liberated the Bangladesh from the wrath and what you can call as the crisis it faced from the West Pakistan. So after the ouster of Sheikh Hasina, as we have discussed, Bangladesh both political we can say leaders as well as the military leaders, they have established and expressed open support to the Pakistan and have shown an open hostility toward India. It has been seen in many of the statements that even the highest level officials and the political masters of Bangladesh are making. Now, let us try to look at some of the unusual strategic measures that Bangladesh has taken in before and after the Pahalgam incident or Pahalgam terrorist accident. This we can say terrorist attack carried out by the Pakistani-based this terrorist. Now, if we talk about this particular incident, recently in the month of April, Bangladesh has carried out an air exercise referred as Akash Vijay 2025. This exercise was largely meant to demonstrate Air Force's operational readiness and strategic capability. Now, these are the exercises that largely carried out to ensure that your army, your air force and navy are working in close coordination with each other and they are ready to what you can say participate in a war-like event or thwart any kind of attack on the territory. So, in this exercise, what is unique is that all the bases and units of the Air Force have participated, and also not only the Bangladesh Air Force, but all the wings of military, and not only the wings of military like Army, Navy, but even the border guards of Bangladesh, Bangladeshi police, fire services, civil defense, and even Bangladesh National Cadet Corps, they have participated in this particular exercise. So it seems that the entire country seems to be ready to mobilize just after certain event or certain announcement. And the most interesting thing is that while overlooking and overseeing this particular exercise, the chief advisor, as he refers himself, of Bangladesh, Muhammad Yunus, has given a very draft diplomatically phrased statement. He has talked about both India and Pakistan, where he has said that we live in a world where the threat of war looms constantly. Referring to the matter of India and Pakistan, he has said that both countries remain on the brink of conflict. Rumors even suggest war could break out at any moment. Now, this is before the launch of Operation Sindoor. In such a context, to remain unprepared is nothing short of suicide. So, though this conflict seems to be emerging and it already has begun in between India and Pakistan, Bangladesh seems to be also ridding itself a certain kind of conflict, which is quite what you can call as not understandable in nature. Apart from that, earlier he also has given certain controversial statement when he was on visit to China. So while meeting with Premier of China Xi Jinping, he has stated that the seven sisters, that is referring to the northeastern state of India, they are completely landlocked. He also has given a statement where he said that Bangladesh is the only guardian of Bengal, and also he has referred to what you can call as refer to a situation where China and Bangladesh can cooperate, collaborate and establish bases somewhere near the borders of India. Now here Chinese angle we can understand also by looking at the steps taken by the Bangladeshi government about the Lal Monir Hat. Now, Lal Monir Hat is a former air base, and as you can see from the map here, it is situated very close to the Chicken's Neck, which is called as Siliguri corridor. Now, Chicken's Neck, as we know, is a very narrow kind of land corridor which connects the entire mainland India in the west to the northeastern India in the eastern part, and it's just 160 kilometers from the Lal Monir Hat Air Base of Bangladesh. Now, what Muhammad Yunus has asked its army or his army, that there is a need for swift modernization of Lal Monir Hat Air Base. It is very old air base, and also he has asked to expedite the operational readiness. Operational readiness means base can be used for logistic supply, base can be used for the landing and takeoff of the fighter aircraft and jet and all that. And third, it seems that it is very significant because as far as the map, as we have discussed before, if you look at the location of Lal Monir Hat, obviously from the India's perspective, it is very important that any kind of development in this area can threaten the security in the India as well. So it's very significant, strategic and national, and its importance can be underlined for the national security as well. Apart from that, there is also a game that Pakistan has begun to play in the Bangladesh in last few months after the ouster of Sheikh Hasina regime. What we have seen is that there has been a meeting between the Bangladeshi Army General and the Pakistani Army General in the month of January this particular year. And it was not meeting of some what you can call as low level officers, low rank officers. The meeting was held between the high level or high ranking officials, a high level delegation that was actually led by 4 senior members of Pakistan armies and Pakistan Inter-Service Intelligence, also referred as ISI. And the delegation was headed by Pakistan's newly appointed National Security Advisor, that is Lieutenant General Muhammad Asim Malik. Now, during this meeting, it was not only the meeting where dialogue and conversation or discussion has taken place, but in the meeting it has seen that Pakistani army generals have visited several air bases and military facilities of Bangladesh. The meeting took place between the high-ranking officers of the Bangladesh government as well, and it is in this meeting Bangladeshi government has put and proposed a desire to procure JF-17 Thunder fighter jets, which Pakistan has been manufacturing with the help and technology transfer from the China assets. So Pakistan is willing to buy JF-17 Thunder fighter jets as well. However, the most important point we have to understand here is that a mini Pakistan army that seems to be getting ready in the Bangladesh, and this point has been noticed because of the major reshuffle that we have seen in the higher ranks of Bangladesh military after Muhammad Yunus took the reins of a broken, dilapidated country. So what we are seeing that a lot of officers who are Islamist nature, who are radical in their outlook and approach, they have been promoted to the rank of generals, and also many of them are directly endorsing what we India considered as a terrorist ideologies that is largely due to the influence of Pakistan. Because we know that even when Bangladesh was East Pakistan till 1971, the territory of the then East Pakistan, today's Bangladesh, has been repeatedly used by the Pakistani military to create problems in the Indian territory. For example, the supplies and the weapons supply that we have seen in the past that was given to the Maoist, the left-wing extremists in the central part of India. Similarly, a lot of northeast insurgent groups who want to secede and break away from India, they have also been directly and indirectly received weapon supply and refuge in the former East Pakistan. So similar kind of situation we can see coming or taking shape in the near future as well. So Bangladesh army is what also one of the most popular YouTuber from Bangladesh has clearly stated, that Bangladesh army is nothing but offspring of Pakistan's army, and this can be seen in the way how both armies operate, which is low, which you will not see in the army which is having a high level of professionalism. So example, similar like Pakistani army, many of the personals of Bangladesh army are working as a freelancer in the foreign soil. That means freelancer, they work not for the interest of the country, they do not work with the pride and honor, rather they are working just for earning money as such. Second, they have been involved in the killing of politicians, and also many top generals are clandestinely running big business enterprises. There is a great degree of corruption that you see both in the Bangladesh forces as well as Pakistan's forces, and most of the army generals of Bangladesh are so rich that the YouTuber has noted that they can have a total wealth of 5 to 10% of the entire Bangladesh GDP as well. Also, the situation is becoming more worse because it seems that both Pakistan and Bangladesh has enhanced and are willing to improve the defense cooperation between them. So, interim government in coordination with Bangladesh Army initiated efforts to strengthen ties with Pakistan, and as a result of it, it is believed that Pakistani-backed terrorist organizations in Bangladesh have grown much and more stronger. Their voice have become much more influential in the last few months, and a substantial quantities of weapons and ammunition seems to have been supplied to the Bangladesh. It is arriving continuously on the ports of Bangladesh from various countries, either through Pakistan or the countries which indirectly and directly support Pakistan, such as Turkey, Iran, Algeria. And the role of Pakistan in this arms supply is very, very subtle and highly secretive in nature. They do not want this to come out in the open. But what YouTuber has stated, that if you look at the shipments coming to the Chittagong port, if you take a look here at the map, on the eastern side of Bangladesh, you have a port that is Chittagong port. So on the Chittagong port, there has been a report of many such containers that has come from Pakistan. Now, a lot of these containers have contained food supplies and the civilian supplies, but many of the containers also are believed to having a heavy weaponry that includes air defense system, Turkish-made drones, short-range missiles, as well as other advanced weaponry. And the reason why the reason why it is believed is because along these containers there has been very tight security. Bangladesh police forces were called upon and they were encircling the entire container area so that no one unauthorized can enter into these areas. However, such kind of security we have not seen in any kind of container which carries these civilian supplies or food supply as such. So all these comprehensive, if look at, especially after the ouster of Sheikh Hasina regime, the statement given by the Bangladeshi politicians, especially the chief advisor Muhammad Yunus, and how they are working in cahoots with the Pakistan, where the strong collaboration and cooperation, not only in the civilian affairs, but in the military and defense sphere is becoming real and can further increase in future. Obviously, it raises a question that India should not ignore and should not just focus on Pakistan. It should also equally focus on Bangladesh and ensure that before any threat can emerge from Bangladesh, it can be neutralized preemptively. So that is all about this particular video. If you like the video, please hit like button, share it with your aspirants, as well as subscribe to our channel for more such helpful content. Thank you very much.